So, lads, I mean this when I say this. I want all the Stephanie White apologists to come out. Because it's very, very clear that Stephanie White is not the right coach for Caitlin Clark. I don't mean this when I say this. I don't think Stephanie White's a bad coach. In fact, I think Stephanie White's a really good coach. The fact that she was able to pull off a Commissioner's Cup win with the roster that they had, she is a great coach. We are not going to slander Stephanie White's ability to coach right here, but we are going to question Stephanie White's ability to specifically coach Caitlin Clark.
What if the best shooter in women's basketball was told not to shoot, even when she's on fire? That's exactly what Caitlin Clark just revealed. She said her own coach is the one holding her back right when she's heating up. Is this some kind of strategy, or plain sabotage? Fans are angry. Analysts are confused. And Caitlin's frustrated face says more than words ever could. It doesn't make any sense. Get ready, because this isn't just bad coaching, it might be something way bigger.
Well, the cat is out the bag, man. Now, I told y'all, I was one of the first people to let it be known. Head coach Stephanie White is so against Caitlin Clark. It's clear as day, and it's very much clear as day that this front office dropped the ball in hiring her to be Caitlin Clark coach. I'm telling you right now, Stephanie White do not want Caitlin Clark to shoot the ball. It's clear as day. She want to run this motion offense, and quite frankly, Caitlin either need to get the hell out of Indy, or the front office need to make it their business to hire a new coach, man.
This is what everyone was afraid of. The worst case scenario, Caitlin Clark, the most exciting scorer in women's college basketball history, gets drafted to lead a team, only to be told, take it easy, slow down, maybe just don't try too hard. The Fever picked a Ferrari and parked it in the garage behind a broken-down minivan. Nobody signed up to watch Caitlin Clark become a game manager. People tuned in to see deep threes, wild logo shots, and jaw-dropping highlights, not boring passes and safe shots every few plays.
Let's take a listen to this. This is, by the way, during the New York Liberty game. This is during the New York Liberty game. During the Liberty game. Let's take a listen. About the Liberty game. This is the game where Caitlin Clark hit five threes in the first half. This is the game where Caitlin was on like an all-time heater, and then randomly, she just stopped shooting. Like, that is the thing. That is the thing that happened. She randomly just stopped shooting while she was on an all-time heater. She was on an all-time heater, and she just randomly stopped shooting.
And here's the sad part, Caitlin isn't playing badly. She's doing what she can inside a system that's totally wrong for her. The offense isn't a plan, it's a mess, more like a Sudoku puzzle than a basketball strategy. They somehow took the NCAA's all-time scoring and assist queen and made her a side player while others stand around waiting for a reset pass. That's not how you treat a star.
So I had a film breakdown prepared today, but I'm actually going to go a different direction. This is a rant because we have to talk about the state of this Indiana Fever team, and I'm here to bring the reality to all you Fever fans. This team is not a championship team. They're not a championship team. They're nowhere near close to a championship team because every team that is a championship team can play defense. This Indiana Fever team has no defense, and that's like the farthest of their problems. Their offense looked really bad today, and Caitlin Clark obviously didn't shoot the basketball well, but I'm not going to blame this loss on Caitlin Clark, even though obviously they would have won if she would have shot the ball well. My whole thing is, you were up when Caitlin Clark wasn't shooting the ball well. You had a double-digit lead in that first half while Caitlin Clark was clanking every single three. She was 2 for 9.
The Indiana Fever didn't just draft Caitlin Clark, they drafted a movement. Millions of fans, packed stadiums, and media that follow her every move. And yet, somehow, the one person who doesn't seem excited about her is her own coach. That's a shocking twist that no one saw coming. You bring in this kind of spotlight, and then act like it's business as usual? That's not just strange, it's disappointing.
Caitlin Clark, man. Now, Caitlin Clark went on Sue Bird podcast and dropped major gems, bro. She let it be known that Stephanie White do not want her to shoot threes. Yes, this is not clickbait. Oh, my goodness, guys. Check this out.
So professionally, like that Liberty game, I feel like as a shooter, like when you see like 2 or 3 go in, like for me, like if I have 2 back to back in a row, like I'm probably going to launch a third that maybe isn't advised by Steph, but like I got to get it up. And then if the third goes in, like you're just hot. I think as a shooter, like your confidence just builds and builds and builds. It's just coming off your hand. But
shooters are supposed to shoot. That's the rule in basketball and in life. And when the shooter is Caitlin freaking Clark, you don't ask her to hold back. You don't tell her to pass more. You don't leave her standing in the corner like some backup player. You let her play her game because even her toughest shots are better than most players' easy ones. But instead, every time she gets hot, out comes the whistle and clipboard like someone smelled smoke and called the fire department. And here's the worst part, it's not just hurting Caitlin. It's hurting the fans, the team, and the league. People want to see her take over games, pull up from 30 feet, and go wild. That's what fills arenas. That's what people talk about. Instead, we're watching slow, low-scoring basketball like it's 2005. Defense is great. But when it ruins your offense, there's a problem. Right now, it looks like the Fever coaches are more worried about stopping Caitlin than letting her shine. It's like they see her as the threat, and they're trying to control her instead of letting her lead.
Make a decision. Y'all want to keep making all this damn money off me, or do y'all can make money off her being a coach? Pick one. Pick one. What are we doing here? This was trash. We got popped. We got smoked by the Valkyries. Smoked. We down 20 at home. We down a dub at home. This front office is a joke. I don't know how they even let Timmy Fag-Benlay walk away. We didn't protect her. Bro, this front office is a joke. This coach is even more of a joke. A pure clown is what this coach is.
It just doesn't make sense. You bring in the biggest scoring talent in years, and then tell her to follow a system that doesn't match her game. Who is this system made for? Because it's definitely not made for Caitlin Clark. It's slow. It's scared. It's stuck in the past. Every time she makes 2 or 3 great plays, something strange happens, she's benched, or the offense suddenly changes. It's like clockwork. Why give her the green light and then take it away? She doesn't need to grow into this role, she was ready on day one. You don't draft a star just to make her play like everyone else. You let her do what she does best, score, lead, and win.
Why not? Stephanie White, why not? It always works. 2 defenders are always going to go with Caitlin Clark. There should never be a play where Caitlin Clark brings the ball up the court and then she passes it and she runs off the playoff ball. Every single possession, there should be a screen, whether it be a Leah Boston, whether it be a Kelsey Mitchell who's going to cut, whether it be a Natasha Howard, literally any player. They set Caitlin Clark a screen at the top of the key, and off that, your whole offense should function. I don't care what Stephanie White wants to do with this motion offense thing. Literally, all you have to do every single time you have a practice is worry about what to do after the double team.
It feels like this is year 1 of a long rebuild, and Caitlin has to earn the right to shoot, while others miss open shots like they're trying out for a fixer-upper team. But Caitlin? She has to wait her turn. Fans didn't come to watch potential. They came to watch greatness. And every game where she's told to hold back is another night wasted. Another night where fans want fireworks and get a slow drizzle. Caitlin isn't the problem, she's playing chess in a game of checkers. At some point, we have to say it, maybe this coach is great at defense, but it's not working on offense. The game plan is full of effort, but no real result. It's like using a rocket launcher to dig a hole. You could, but it's messy and totally wrong. Caitlin is that rocket launcher. Point her at the rim and let her go. Stop making her pass 10 times before someone shoots a boring jumper. This is not what fans paid to see.
Saying this late last year in November when the Indiana Fever hired Stephanie White. I never thought I'd be saying this right now, only 19 games into the 2025 season, that it's time for Stephanie White to go. The Indiana Fever needs to fire Stephanie White. This is not going to work. What we're seeing is not going to work. It's just not going to work.
Fans are already catching on. The highlight clips that go viral? They're never slow, careful plays. It's always Caitlin going off script, pulling up from deep, and doing something crazy that somehow works. That's why people watch. They want energy, not safety. They want magic, not slow rotations and boring decisions made to keep everyone happy. What we're watching now is a once-in-a-generation player being trapped by a system from 20 years ago. The excuses keep building up. What's next? Make her play center? Bench her for development? Hand out towels on the sideline? The whole thing is ridiculous, and every other team in the league sees it. They're waiting and watching, imagining what Caitlin could do with a coach who actually wanted to win. Because this isn't about game plans anymore. It's about a coach who stops stars, and a player who was born to be one. You can't build a wall and then wonder why the sunlight doesn't come through. You can't lock away talent and expect it to shine.
Hi, I'm Stephanie White, head coach of the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark, and I'm a complete clown! I'm a clown! That is what I am as a head coach. I am a clown. I am ruining Caitlin Clark. I have no idea what I'm doing as a coach. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've been sent here on a mission to ruin Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. And I think I'm doing a masterful job because I suck. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I actually have no idea how I got this job in the first place. I don't know how I got this job in the first place. I am a clown.
Let Caitlin be Caitlin. That's the whole message. That's the tweet. That's the banner the fans would wave. If she's not allowed to play her style, then why even draft her? Pick someone else. Run your slow plays. Live with boring basketball. But if you're going to bring in someone this electric, you let her light it up. You let her lead. Because right now, every game feels like watching Picasso paint inside the lines. Sure, it's neat. But it's not art. Great coaches don't bring blueprints that don't match the building. They build around their stars. Caitlin isn't just a part, you build the whole system around her. She's not a project. She's a nuclear engine ready to run. This isn't high school. This is the pros. You don't win by playing it safe. You win by finding what works, and riding it until the wheels come off. Right now, Caitlin's wheels aren't just rolling, they're spinning, glowing, and turning heads. All the coach has to do is let go and let her fly.
So Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever fans are having a meltdown about they god Stephanie White that they wanted so bad, man. So I've been seeing the takes, man. So now they want Caitlin Clark to demand a trade, or they want the front office to pick between Caitlin Clark and Stephanie White, man. I'm not gonna say I tried to tell y'all, man, but it's just like, I was trying to tell y'all, man, like, Stephanie White is not this god that y'all was making her out to be, man. You know, Christy, like, I'm not even here to